Well, we are at the Platinum Gallery here in Howick, which happened to be an old railway station in the area, which has been transformed into a beautiful art gallery. Now, if Spoo just behind the camera can walk with me and show you some of the pieces that are on display. In fact, the gallery has one of the largest collections of sculptures available for purchase in South Africa and boasts over 80 works created from bronze, stone, wood and other natural materials. And named after its locale, the Old Lions Railway Station, as I said, in Howick, the gallery is brimming with a great many works in various mediums, including bronze sculptures, pencil drawings and oil paintings covering various subjects from wildlife to abstract art by South African artists whom are most based in KwaZulu-Natal. But to speak to us more about the artworks, I am joined by Glenn Dupree. He is the owner of the Platform Gallery. Thank you so much for joining us, Glenn. Talk to us about some of the artworks on display, because it's absolutely beautiful. Are many of the artists locally based, or are they international?
Yes, so a good majority of the artists here live within 30-40 minutes of the gallery. I'd say about 80% of the work you're seeing here is made in the Midlands, and it's something that we're super proud about. I guess it's a rich cultural history that's developed through the years, and it's sort of has resulted in what you're seeing here today, which is definitely something that people really connect with in the space. Yeah.
Now, over the festive season, we are aware that there are several international tourists that are visiting the shores of KwaZulu-Natal, many of them whom have come to the Midlands. The occupancy rate is phenomenal here. Are you seeing many people coming in and purchasing some of the goods on display?
Yeah, it's absolutely a very exciting time for both us and the artists. We actually just opened up a gallery in Cape Town, and that's been going very well. This Midlands area, I think over the years we see it really pick up, especially going into January, and it's really something that has allowed us each year to sort of build on and grow on. And I guess is just in terms of the sales, is always interesting to find, you know, an art piece. It's a new home. Often we joke that the art piece chooses the people don't really choose the artwork, but a lot of people have something special that they can take home with them, and sort of usually have to organize a bit of shipping and what have you, but it's a beautiful thing to connect the artists with the people receiving those gifts or special mementos, I guess, and it sort of just ties this beautiful story together. So it's always really nice when we get those internationals coming through into the gallery.
Now, I have my eye on some of the artworks, and if Spoo just behind the camera can walk with me, a particular one, the cow that's applying mascara. Talk to us about what the artist's rationale was, if indeed that person shared.
So this is done by Seth Falconer, a local artist from the Moy River region, and is, for me, I just see it as art for the sake of art. It's really something quite different. He's taken, I'd say, some elements of risk in the work, and what's quite amazing about this sculpture is just sort of how he's played in the whimsical world to bring in this sort of notion that us as people are actually a little bit ridiculous. You know, it's quite funny how we dicky ourselves up and really kind of put a show on. If you take that into the animal world, the context, you look at it and you think, wow, this is actually a little bit silly. And I guess that's some of the things that makes us human. They are a bit ridiculous and silly. So he's really sort of played with this sort of form and sort of tried to make it a little bit more whimsical and shed some light comedy on sort of what makes us human, you know.
And just over your shoulder, there's a large bone there. Talk to us about what exactly that is.
So this is actually amazingly made out of a humpback whale. It's a jawbone, and on top of there is the scapula of the whale. It's done by Carl Roberts, and it really is just a show-stopping sculpture. I mean, it's something that is really different and unique to anything you'd find anywhere else. And he really incorporates the grain of the medium in the sculpture, almost kind of letting it define the work in a way. He sort of finds in the subconscious, as he searches and explores the medium, these different elements that you see end up really kind of showcasing the foot or the ankle, and in a way is kind of lets the medium guide him and try to honor the sort of natural beauty of the medium he's working with. This piece entitled Distant Shore is also really quite special to him. It's a piece that speaks to the fragility of this world and how we can find balance in ourselves through the turbulence of the unknown sort of journey that lies ahead. Yeah.
And before I let you go, there's one particular sculpture that my colleague Spu Tembe cannot keep his eyes off, and that is the beautiful, I think it's an eagle?
Yes.
Beautiful eagle.
The eagle is done by an artist who's actually originally from Knysna. We're selling it on behalf of a client, and the artwork took over a year to create. It was meticulously carved by Mike Strip and really is just incredible. The texture, as you feel it or run your hands over it, really feels like feathers, but in fact is a carved sculpture, and I think it's really remarkable how he brings it to life in this absolutely real way.
Glenn, thank you so much for showcasing some of the pieces on display. I'm going to ask Spu just to show you some of those beautiful paintings there on top as I hand back to studio, but absolutely majestic artwork, absolutely stunning work coming from Howick here. Many artists, 80% of them, reside in and around this area, and this is where they will be showcasing the pieces. Like Glenn said there, this particular place, a lot of the art flies off the shelves. And with that, it's back to you in studio.